everyone. Welcome to the Paper Pumpkin Escape with Just Stamp. I am Anna Marie, a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. In case you've never clicked by, I come to you live at least once a month for Paper Pumpkin Escape, but also once a week for Happy Hour. Today's class is Unpacking the December kit. I'm going to share with you as I unpack and assemble the projects. I have 4 bonus projects to share with you as well. You can create the bonus projects with the adorable stamp set that's included in this month's stamp set. So thank you so much for joining me. Please post a comment, let me know that you're here. I'll be switching things up tonight. So I have projects and bonus cards to give away. What I'm going to be doing is asking some pertinent questions to Paper Pumpkin and be the first to comment or answer. And I will pop one of the cards in the mail to you. So how fun! Let's get started. I'm going to turn the camera over and start off by unpacking and asking some questions. So let's take it away. All right, so this is the challenge, making sure I land in the right spot on the desktop. Thank you so much for joining me. I think you are going to love this month's kit. This is the December kit. You can't get it any longer because this is the December kit. It is a surprise every month. So I'm going to get started. Paper Pumpkin is a monthly subscription kit that Stampin' Up! Offers. And you have to subscribe by the 10th of the month to receive this month's kit. So if you're interested in the January kit, you need to subscribe by January 10. All right, so every month you get a box like this delivered in your mail. When you open it up, their contents are going to include a little pamphlet with the projects, and inside are the step-by-step instructions. No directions, just visual. So by no directions, I mean no words. It's all visual. So you've got the instructions. These are going to be really important, especially for this month's kit, because although this month's kit is stinking cute, there are a lot of pieces in the cute little stamp set and lots of different options for the greetings. So I'm going to go over the greetings as after I show you the rest of the contents. So we have a stamp set. This month's kit is called Lots of Pun. So let's see if I can help out here. I'm going to move that over and share with you right now what's in the stamp set. All right, so this month's set includes some little cherries, some splatter, a banana, an egg and toast, and a little party hat. There are also some accessories like eyes, frowny faces, smiling faces, glasses, a mustache. There's a little speech bubble and a little heart down below. And what's so fun about this set, of course, is that it's punny, and it has lots of different greeting options. So one says, "You are cherry sweet." Obviously, that goes with the cherries. "I'm sorry, that's the pits. I pick you." So all those go with the cherry. Then it's "Thanks a bunch." "Peel better soon." "Celebrate, go bananas." And for the piece of bread or the slice of bread, "Let's grow mold together." A toast to your success. And let's see, for the egg, you have "You tell the best yolks." "Have an excellent day," and "Excited for you." And then back to the toast, "I loaf you." So really cute greetings. These are perfect cards for men. I'm always getting asked, "Anna Marie, do you have any cards for men?" So these pun cards are perfect for men, perfect for kids, perfect for friends. So inside the stamp set is that, inside the kit is that cute stamp set. I'm going to put that aside. And the ink spot that we received this month is Early Espresso. It's really dark brown. And I save these ink spots for various projects, but I also like to use my full-size pads as well. So I'll be using my full-size Early Espresso pad and holding on to that ink spot. As well, there are some cute little embellishments, little dots and hearts, some twine, and the adhesive that pops up. It's called Stampin' Dimensionals. So those are included in the kit as well. And some mini glue dots. So you've got your adhesive, you've got your embellishments, you've got your stamp set, your ink, and of course, all the products that you need to complete the cards. And so if you're watching, answer my question. I think I already gave you the information. When do you need to subscribe to receive this month's kit? So if you'd like a card that I'm going to be creating tonight or sharing one of the bonus projects, answer the question for me. Just post right in the comments. Be the first and you'll get one of the cards. When do you need to subscribe to receive this month's kit? Okay, so included in the kit, which is only $22 monthly plus tax when it's month to month, you get projects. It's not always cards. Sometimes it's 3D projects. This month's projects happen to be cards. And we're going to be creating three different styles of cards. So let's see. I'm going to kind of pull the resources that we need. There's going to be one with a pretty granny apple green card base and some layering that we're going to do there. We have also another one with a Daffodil Delight background and a little piece of splatter. And then let's see, we've also got one with a gingham background. It's Daffodil Delight gingham on a pool party card base. We have lots of elements for layering. So we've got some stripes, we've got some Poppy Parade scalloped edge, some early espresso scalloped edge. We have a greeting that says hello. And we have the little images, the banana, the cherries, and the toast that are going to be created for our cards. And there are some vellum sheets as well. And one more thing, the labels for stamping the greetings. Okay, so along with all of these contents for creating the cards, this month's kit includes sweet envelopes. So not only are they colorful, they have patterns on the inside. So that makes them really fun. And I'm going to be borrowing one of those envelopes to make some of the bonus projects. Okay, so my first question, if you answer my questions, I will be sending out the projects. When do you need to subscribe for Paper Pumpkin to receive this month's kit? Answer the question and you'll receive one of the cards. That's question number 1. So I'm going to start off by organizing. And I did mention this one happens to have some detailed steps. So I am going to be referring back to my instructions. Sometimes you can wing it, but oftentimes when you do that, you eliminate a step. So I want to keep checking with my instructions to make sure I'm doing all of the steps. So I'm looking at the first one. That's going to be the cherry card. So I'm going to need some of the little cherries. And by the way, I'm going to organize and then stamps to take it a little bit faster than trying to just organize everything, or sorry, do it step by step. So let's see, I need the cherries, I need one of the labels, and I need my gingham background and pool party, and I've already poked the center of that through, and I held onto it because although it's scrap, I'm going to be using it on one of my bonus projects, so I'm going to need that. I also need a little scallop edge. This is Poppy Parades. It's really pretty bright red. And that looks to be all I need for card number 1. As I said, I'm going to organize first. Card number 2 is the banana card, so I'm going to need that Daffodil Delight card base. I am going to need 1 banana from the die cuts. Let's see, I also need one of the striped patterns. All right, so this comes direct to your door, $22 a month, subscribe by the 10th of the month. Inside every kit, you are going to get a stamp set, you're going to get an ink spot, you're going to get adhesive, You're going to get your embellishments, all of the supplies to make the projects, and of course the instructions. So that's what you get delivered to you every single month. Now let's see, I also need a striped layer. This is Early Espresso. And I'm going to need one of the pool party labels. And I'm going to need one of those vellum die cuts. And I think I need the smaller one. On this sheet, there are two sizes of circles. I've got a really large circle that's probably about 3 inches. And then I've got a smaller one that's just over 2, I think. So I need one of those vellum circles. And let's see if I need one of the greetings, the hello greetings. So, as I said, this particular kit, I'm going to pay attention to the instructions a little bit closely because I can get tricked. If I think I know what I'm doing, I'm going to eliminate something that I do want on my project. And I think that looks to be all that I need on project number 2. So project number 3 is going to be the pool party base with the Daffodil Delight Gingham. This one happens to feature the egg yolk, or the egg. And let's see, I need one of those. I need the larger circle, and I'm going to use the same, there we go. There, and I need also one toast. There, and let's see, I need 2 of the talking strips, and I need 2 of the larger talking strips and one of the smaller talking strips right here, and also the Early Espresso scalloped layer. There we go. And I think that's all I need. I'm going to put everything else aside. Oh, one of these is going to need this. I think this one goes to the banana. So I've got lots of layers going on. This kit makes super cute cards. And I know that some people declined this kit because you do have the option every month you can skip or cancel when you are month to month. And because it's a prize, Stampin' Up! Does give us some clues. So we have a little bit of information to make our decision. And if you think you're not going to like the project, you can skip it, and you might miss out. That's all I'm saying is I know some people that opted to skip, and it's super cute. So Barbara says she got her kit, but it doesn't have any directions. Absolutely, you can get a copy of mine, Barbara. And you know what? I've heard that from someone else. So Stampin' Up! Must have had a little bit of a snafu putting the kits together because, as I said, you're not the first one to say that, but absolutely you can get a copy of my instructions, or watch and you'll know what to do along with me. All right, I'm going to create the cherry card. So the cherry card happens to say, I'm sorry, that's the pits. And step number 1 is to stamp the cherries. And we're using, remember, the Early Espresso ink. And this is the outline of the cherries. The die cut already has the color on the cherries. It has a little Poppy Parade leaf, or sorry, Poppy Parade cherries and a Granny Apple Green leaf. And because this is a photopolymer stamp set, you can see straight through and hopefully land in the right spot. There's my cherries. Now, this little cherry happens to have a sad face because it's an I'm sorry, that's the pits, which is a really good card to send someone who's either sick or who had a little mishap or unfortunate event. These are cards we need. It's kind of fun to send a greeting like that off to a friend who needs a pick-me-up. Super cute, the little cherries that are sad faces. All right, so my next question is question number 2. If you answer the question, I will be popping one of these card projects in the mail to you. My first question was, when do you need to subscribe to receive the current month's kit? And question number 2, name one thing that's included in the kit. So I just kind of went over the contents. If you can answer the question, post it and I'll send one of the projects off to you. Now I'm going to stamp my greeting that says, "I'm sorry, that's the pits." And let's see, I did kind of mount some of these on my blocks. Your first kit, when you subscribe, you do receive an acrylic block that you will want to hold on to because your subsequent kits will not have that block. I choose to use my own acrylic blocks because I like the feel of them a little bit better, but I also use the ones that are in the kits because I use a lot of different stamps and I don't like to have to keep switching out just to have a block to stamp with. Okay, so I stamped the greeting, I stamped the cherries. Now I think I'm going to be ready to assemble. The first thing I'm going to do is take my little gingham layer that has a cut through. It's got a little scallop circle. On the flip side, I'm going to put some Stampin' Dimensionals, and remember, these are included in the kit. The Stampin' Dimensionals make your layers pop up a little bit. It makes it really fun. And I'm going to put one in each corner. The instructions, by the way, do recommend where to put the adhesive. So let me see if I can share with you. And again, the instructions do not have words. It's strictly visual. So you can see I knew where to stamp because step number 1 was the stamping. Step number 2 is to add the adhesive to the back of the gingham square, and these little images are Stampin' Dimensionals. I also need to add, looks like glue dots to the back of the cherries. Oh, no, it looks like Stampin' Dimensionals. Glue dots are solid circles like this. Stampin' Dimensionals have a little shape to them. So I also need to put a Stampin' Dimensional behind the cherries. And they recommend I put a tiny snip also on the leaf. So I'm going to just snip off at the top border of the supply of Stampin' Dimensionals. And I'm going to take it right down there. Okay, so I've got that adhesive there. The next step, I am going to actually add this to the card. So I'm just going to take off the backing on the dimensionals. And although the subscription month to month is $22 plus tax, there is a better deal for subscribing to Paper Pumpkin. You can subscribe with a prepaid subscription of 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or a year. And the best deal is the annual subscription because you wind up paying only for 11, but you get 12. And if you want to take advantage of that best deal, I would recommend you do it in January. January is a time when when Stampin' Up! Has this awesome promotion called Celebration. You get to pick a free item with every $50. So when you pre-purchase your annual subscription, you get a lot of extra gifts. Okay, so next I'm going to add the cherries, and next I am going to, I need one more thing that I didn't take earlier. I need one of the Vellum Labels. So vellum is a very delicate paper. You can kind of see through it. It makes a really fun layer. And what I need to do is add some glue dots, about 3 mini glue dots. And this is not included in the kit, but these 3 tools are my go-tos anytime I craft. So I have my paper snips, I have my bone folder, and I have this tool called Take Your Pick. On one side it has a little pokey piercing tool. I use that to pick up small items that are hard. So sometimes you might have long fingernails or no fingernails. Both of them can hinder you being able to craft. So this little tool is a godsend for lots of little tasks that I have to get accomplished. So I'm just making sure that those are stuck on there. Next, I'm going to use the piercing tool again and remove the covering off the glue dot to make it sticky. So if you like to have cards on hand to send friends and family, Paper Pumpkin is one of the best ways to get those cards done quickly and have a consistent stash. You can either create the kits as designed, or you can be creative and do your own thing. So I'm just trying to make sure that I get this on here kind of straight. Let me start again. This little Poppy Parade scallop is very tiny and just takes a little bit of patience to get it done. Okay, so I've added that element. Next, I'm going to add the sentiment, and with the sentiment, I am using dimensionals. So I'm going to kind of cheat. I have another size of dimensionals called mini, and they're the perfect size for these tiny labels. Just going to put them in here. All right, so question number 3, how much is Paper Pumpkin month to month? So I have 3 questions out there for you. 1, when do you need to subscribe to receive the current month's kit? 2, name one thing that's included in every kit. And 3, how much is the month-to-month Paper Pumpkin subscription kit? So if you are the first to answer any of those questions, I'm going to send you one of the project cards. You just need to leave a comment below. All right, so now I'm just going to add the label. The label has Stampin' Dimensional, so it elevates it a tiny bit. This, in turn, gets placed on with more dimensionals. And I can use my standard size here. And this goes right underneath the little gingham square. And it kind of goes, let's see, right underneath here. Underneath the cherries, I should say. Okay, there we go. Super cute. We have a couple of things we want to embellish, so we're going to take some of those embellishments and we're going to take some of the linen thread and add a little bow. So I'm just going to make the bow. I'm not going to pre-cut. That way I can just take what I need. And if you don't waste on this, you're going to have plenty left to create your bonus cards that I'm going to show you. So I had lots of fun with this kit, came up with 4 different project cards to share with you. All right, the mini glue dot goes right at the stem of the cherries. I'm going to add that with a mini glue dot, just like so. And then I'm going to add about 5 of the pool party embellishment dots. And look at this. So on the directions, Stampin' Up! Has shown us how many embellishments to add. And I kind of chuckle because it seems like you can put them any place you want. But I know that a lot of crafters kind of like to follow a plan and they want to know, well, where should I put these? Or they need an idea to get started. And that's what makes Paper Pumpkin so awesome, is that if you need help getting started, this is the kit for you. So we're going to put 2 up at the top. And I like to put in increments, odd numbers. So 5 is perfect for that. And there we go. Almost done with this card. That's how fast they go. This kit actually, I think it's taking a little bit longer. There's a lot of small pieces in this kit. But like I said, it's an adorable stamp set. You can do a lot with it. Okay, there is card number 1. Whoops. And I'm going to use my bone folder to burnish that fold down. How cute is this? I'm sorry, that's the pits. Super cute with those little cherries and the bow and the gingham. Card number 1, I'm going to put it aside. And I'm going to keep on going with card number 2, which I think is the banana card. I'm going to bring that in and I'm going to defer to my instructions. And so we're going to start with the stamping again. We're going to stamp the banana. We are going to add some glasses and little eyes, and we're going to add some splatter to the card base. So let's get that taken care of. I'm going to bring in my banana stamp, move that over just a tiny bit. We are inking up with the Early Espresso. Now you will use an ink spot if you are working with your kit contents. I'm using my larger ink pad of Early Espresso. So there's my banana. I just added the outline. Next, I'm going to add some cute little glasses. And they go like so. So if you have glasses, you need some eyes with a little smile. And they go right inside. There you go. How cute is that? Super cute. And we have different faces this month, so that's why we have to be careful which stamps we pick up. Okay, so this one is a top fold orientation. I'm going to use my bone folder and burnish that down, and then I'm going to add my splatter. So in 2 spots, kind of up at the top and then down diagonally. There we go. So we've done our stamping. Then I'm going to bring in my chamois and clean those off, especially the sentiment, because I don't want to get everything inky. So my chamois is atrocious, right? But that means it's being used. Yeah. Thank you, Barb. You get one of the cards. Yes, Paper Pumpkin is $22 monthly plus tax. You subscribe, which is, if you do a prepaid subscription, it's a little bit less, but then you have to pay the shipping. So, and the best deal is the annual subscription where you actually get a kit free. Okay, so next you are going to add glue dots. Let's see, I'm going to use I've got 3 different layers going on here, and it looks like all of them use glue dots. So I'm deferring here to the instructions. I'm going to want dimensionals behind the banana and behind the hello, and they've got little scissors showing that you need to snip one of the dimensionals. How helpful is that? So you right behind the hello, because the letters, the ascenders are really tall and narrow, so you're going to want to snip a dimensional in half. For the layering strips, we just want glue dots. And remember, I like to use my pick-a tool if I can get my hands on it. Here we go. And I'm just going to put some at the edges of all the layers right through here. So I still need someone. I haven't seen the answer yet. Let me double check. Let's see. So Barb, you are the authority. You have to subscribe by the 10th. It is $22 a month. And let's see, what is included in the kit? Or what should be included in the kit every month? Let me phrase it that way. Okay, so I've got that going on. I'm going to need my vellum, and I'm going to need dimensionals behind the banana, and also behind the hello. So let's see, behind the, it looks like I can put the full size. Behind the ascenders, I'm going to want to snip one of the dimensionals right in half. We need a narrow piece right up the narrow part of the letter. Mini dimensionals also are helpful, and the kits usually include dimensionals. So if you hold on to them, you're going to have supplies for other projects besides just this month's Paper Pumpkin. Okay, so now we are ready to put this together. Uh-oh, this is not the right one. Let's see. Yes, it is. We've got hello. Then I need to put the early espresso onto the multicolored stripes. I'm going to take this off. And this goes right up here. And, oops, onto the multicolored stripe. And I think I forgot to stamp my sentiment. That goes there. And then this is going to go, that goes directly onto the card as that. And I do need to stamp my sentiment still. And this one says, peel better soon. So this goes onto the pool party label. Love that you can see right through the stamp. And then this, we need to put some glue dots on. It's going to go onto the layer with the little strips. This is a really fun layout. And you can use this also when you have lots of scraps in your stash. This is a great way to use up those little pieces that you want to get rid of, but it's hard to get rid of them. Okay, so we've got that. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to bring in my vellum circle. And let's see. This needs to go onto the card base. And it goes like so. Pretty much centered here. I'm going to do my vellum circle before I put it on here, and I'll tell you why in just a second as I take care of this. Let's see, this needs to be connected to our vellum. Let's see, right. I'm kind of in a quandary on which steps to do first, because, okay, I'm going to add glue dots to the front of the vellum circle, and then I'm going to layer this on here, right, well, let's say there. Then I want to put the banana on here, and the banana goes on with dimensionals, and it goes right over the peel, or the early espresso with the peel better soon. We're going to take our hello and just remember we put the dimensionals on this earlier. This goes right over the hello. Whoops. And that actually is showing through. I'm going to snip that so it doesn't show through. Let me do it this way. That dimensional is too big for that O. I'm just going to trim it down. All right. Now we're ready to put it on, but I don't want to double stack the dimensionals. There we go. Now I'm going to attach the vellum to the card base, but this is why I wanted to assemble first, because when I flip over, that kind of tells me where I want to put my adhesive. I don't want to put them along the edge of the vellum because the adhesive is going to show through. So once you have built your vellum circle, you are going to put the adhesive behind where we have some of the images so they don't show through, if that makes sense. And we can be generous with the glue dots because this is going to be a substantial piece on the card. And also I have a little bit of mini glue dots on the extended layer strips there. So I'm pretty confident it's going to be secure on the card base. There we go, and one more. And let's flip that over, and it goes down, oh, a little bit lower, around there. All right, let's straighten that out. It's kind of crooked. All right, and we are ready. There's card number 2. Hello, peel better soon. So super cute. It's a perfect card for right now. I know a lot of people are getting sick, so it's a great little card to send out and cheer somebody up. That's card number 2, as designed by the kit. We have one more card. So remember, this kit includes 3 of each of these projects as designed. And with the kit, you have the option. If you want to be a little bit creative, you can try and kind of extend the designs. The kit has lots of stamps you could play with. All right, so we're going to go on to card number 3, which is the toast and egg yolk card. And we were going to stamp, then we're going to assemble. So this one's a little, it's like a dad joke card. It says, it's got the toast and the egg. It says, let's grow mold together. I loaf you. And the little egg is saying, you tell the best yolks. So fun. It's card number 3. I'm looking for my directions on card number 3 right here. So again, I'm going to start with the stamping and then we'll do the assembly. So I'm going to bring in the speech bubbles. So one goes down and one's going to go up. And then we also have a short one here. And let's see if I can find my sentiments. Let's see, down at the bottom, let's grow mold together. Right here. And I'm going to try using this here. That's going to go right there. On the flip side, let's go mold together, or you tell the best yolks. Goes right here. And then on the small one, we are going to put I loaf you. All right, let's stamp away on the small label first. I loaf you. So cute. Then on the long one with the little triangle down, let's grow mold together. Who thinks of these jokes, right? And then the one with the little triangle on the upside is you tell the best yolks. They're dad jokes or first grade jokes, maybe even fourth grade jokes. Sometimes in first grade you don't get them. Too fun. Okay, so then I am going to put some little faces on my toast and on my egg. So I'm going to come back with the little eyes for the toast. And I'm going to add a mustache. Goes right down there. And then I need a little smiley face. Oh, kind of went off the yolk. That's okay. I double stamped. And then I need some mold on the gingham. Let's see if I can find my molds right here. And we're going to do some up in the corner and then down in the corner. And we need the larger vellum. Okay, so I think we've done all the stamping. Now we're going to do some assembly. We are going to put the bread and the yolk or the egg down with dimensionals. And I'm going to do that first. So the egg just kind of comes down to the side and the toast up towards the corner. And then this gets placed directly onto the card base with the glue dots. And again, we're going to put them in strategic places behind the other images. That way you don't see the adhesive because we are on vellum. And vellum is a translucent paper. You can kind of see through it. It's kind of like a, oh, I'm thinking of a shower door. Sometimes that you can see, but you can't quite make everything out. Okay, and so I'm being generous again with the glue dots. I want that layer to stick on the card base. And you know, I just thought, I don't think I put any embellishments on my banana card. I might want to go back and do that. Those embellishments just add the final pop of pizzazz. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in the middle and I'm gonna have him kind of askew. Now the sentiments, you tell the best yolk, we're gonna put that layer of early espresso gingham down at the bottom. So I'm gonna do that with glue dots, way down at the bottom. There you go. And it's going to come right in here. I loaf you is also flat, so we're going to put glue dots here. I call it flat adhesive. So you could use either the glue dots in the kit or you could use the multi-purpose Tombow liquid glue, which is super easy to use. You don't even have to bother with the pick tool. So I'm going to put down this first. I loaf you. And it's going to come right like so. The other sentiments go on with dimensionals, and I'm going to be generous and put one at both ends. All right. This comes down here, and the Aggie is saying this, so I'm going to put this right up here. You tell the best yolks. And up at the top, let's grow molds together. So this would be a cute, I don't know, an anniversary card, or I kind of think it's like a really nice friend card too, because who has friends that have been with them like almost a lifetime? Like high school friends, college friends. I think it's really sweet. I think of my friend Donna that I've known since I was almost out of college. All right, so next I'm going to use some of the little embellishments. I'm going to use the hearts. I'm going to use one large heart down below the little bread, and I'm going to use two small hearts. And sometimes it's easier to bring this up and just kind of squeeze underneath, and I want to do this right around there. And then one more. Kind of between, up here, between the sentiment and the egg yolk. So there's card number 3. Oh, what is that? So let's look at the cards as designed in the kit. I've got my I'm sorry, that's the pits. Then we have the peel better soon. And then we have the let's grow molds together. And let's see where I should put some embellishments on that little banana. We're using the yellow embellishments. We're using 5. And we're going to put a couple up on this side. One below. And then a couple up on the right as well. 1 and 2. So now we've got, whoops, I got a double up on one. I'll put that back. Then I'm going to add the little bow that goes almost at the end of the sentiment. And I'm just going to trim this out. Right through there. I need a glue dot to attach that. right around here. Add the little bow. Yay, there we go. What a cute card. Let's see if my last one needs a bow. No bow on the last card. So I've got my 3 cards as designed. And are you ready to see the bonus cards? I told you this is the cutest set. I am so glad that I did not opt out on this set. These are the cards as designed in the kit. The cool thing about Paper Pumpkin is that you get that stamp set, so you can continue creating even after your supplies are gone. So I'm going to push these aside for just a second. And I used my banana stamp, and I actually took 1 envelope. So the 1 envelope, I told you the envelopes are super cute with the inner lining printed. I took one of the Daffodil Delights envelope and I snipped it apart. So I'll have to use just a plain white envelope on one of the cards, but I went far with that 1 envelope. So you can see that stripe, multicolored stripe on the back of this on this card right here on the back panel. I used the bunch of bananas, and what I did was create a mask. I stamped and I cut, and then I just created on Daffodil Delight paper. I stamped once, and then I put down the mask and stamped a second time, masked it, stamped another time, and I did 2 of those bunches. I used my sentiment that says, "Thanks a bunch," and the mold. And remember, I said, do not discard some of the pieces. I took the center of this circle and I used it here on this layer. There's a Poppy Parade circle, but there's also the inside of this, which would have been rubbish, but I rescued it and saved it for this Thanks a Bunch card. So next, remember, I'm using 1 envelope. I used the multicolored stripes. I cut down some of it to 1-inch panels. So I think these measure 3.5 by 1 inch, 4 of them. And then I used extras. We have extra die cuts of the cherries, banana, and toast. And I didn't stamp them. I just used them as die cuts. There's the sentiment that says, "You are cherry sweet." I used one of the extra pool party labels, some of the twine. And these layers are up with Stampin' Dimensionals, as are the little cherries and the sentiment. So super cute. You're cherry sweet. I have another one still. I tell you, I had fun with this stamp set. I used a pool party card base. Again, there you're going to see that snip from the envelope. And I flipped it over because that envelope is yellow on one side and stripes on the inside. So I used 1 panel of the Daffodil Delight, 1 of the stripey. Again, I had an extra pool party label. So have an excellent day. I have 3 little eggs and a little bow. So super cute again, I think. I hope you like them as much as I do. And then 1 more card. Again, I've still had some of that envelope liner side. And look at the outside. I had 1 little strip. I thought, what can I do with this? It's actually snipped apart. Don't know if you can see. I don't think you can. This right here is only about 1 1/4 by about 2 inches. I have 1 on each side of this panel here. That way I could extend it a little bit further. It's trickery, right? So there's nothing behind in the middle. So, and I feel like the Daffodil Delight grounded this little layer. It says, "Let's grow mold together." So we've got the little manly toast and the little toast with sunglasses. Super cute. It's cuteness overload, right? Okay, so there are my bonus cards, as well as, too many cards here, the cards as designed in this month's kit. I'll see if I can move this up just a little tiny bit so we can show all. And let's see if I can put it right down here. All right. If you want to have fun, cards on hand to send to friends and family, subscribe to Paper Pumpkin. Remember, you have to subscribe by the 10th to get the current month kit. I will post a link, an easy peasy link for the month-to-month subscription up above this video. If you would like to subscribe for the January kit, which is called Kisses and Hugs, we are making cards. And there will be a bonus add-on kit that subscribers can purchase to make little boxes. So get set for Valentine's Day easily. Subscribe by January 10th. It's best to subscribe a little bit earlier if you can, because sometimes the kits do run out and they close the subscriptions off. But typically you have until the 10th. All right, my friends, what do you think? Are you as enamored with this kit as I am? I think it's a super fun kit. I am so glad that I did not opt out. I know I'm going to have lots of fun cards to send. I know one person who's going to be getting multiples of my extra projects here. Thanks, Barb, so much for joining in and answering some of the questions all about Paper Pumpkin. It's a great monthly subscription kit, just $22 a month, that goes direct to your door. Thank you, Barb. I'm so glad you joined and I'm glad that you like the projects. All right, I will see you soon. Have a wonderful rest of the first day of the year. Happy 2022.